The boom bip, the boom bip. What up, party people in the place to be? Friday vibes, yeah. Oh man, you know, it's exciting, man. It's exciting.
Good evening.
That's right, that's right. What else we got? What else we got? Friday vibes got me excited.
Yes! I like it.
Thank you, my man Gorilla, with the birthday card money. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is my birthday, June 27th. I am a day after the great Yankee Derek Jeter. Today is his birthday. Tomorrow is mine. And if you feel a little, where am I going with this? If you feel, can you hear me? Thank you, Serge. Thank you, no. Yes. Excuse me. If you feel a little froggy and you want to give your boy, thank you, Nicholas. Detroit, I don't know why I'm, what do you got in this drink, son? If you want to give your boy a little birthday money, showing support with the super chats, super stickers, and super gifts would be greatly appreciated, so I could go out and buy myself a nice little ice cream cake or something. No doubt. Yeah, man, another birthday. I don't know what's going on, stutters. I'm coughing all over the place. There we go. That should clear it. Now I got tears. Tears of joy. Thank you, Detroit. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. Thank you. That's what's going on. So tomorrow's my birthday, and I figured Friday vibes, I get to celebrate with some of my favorite people. My man Nicholas, thank you for that birthday money. Gonna buy myself a nice necktie. There we go, so that when I make presentations at, I don't know, some bullshit label, who cares? I am still in my 20s. Damn it, Gorilla. Mentally, sometimes I still be in my teens. Swell. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Swell, my brother Swell from the Arsonist is here wishing me a happy birthday for tomorrow. That's one of my best friends on the planet. Please make sure you show love for my brother Swell. We gotta have him on the show once his book is complete. Machiavelli, what's up? We're talking, my birthday is tomorrow, so we're just, getting the festivities. Shout out to Cody Briggs, shouting him out on a day before my birthday. My man Detroit with some birthday money, thank you. Well, that's what's up, Nicholas. I hope that you enjoyed the MTV cards. Make sure that you got the MTV cards, either that or I'm going to, heads are gonna roll at the factory, as they say. Awesome. Thank you, Detroit. Thank you very much for that birthday. I'm getting nice birthday money, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yo, Swell, because it's the day before my birthday, I like to swell. Today, what I'm gonna try to start to do is I'm gonna tell tour stories, but my focus is gonna be Swell. You should open him, Nicholas. You're gonna save him. That's dope. I feel you. Thank you, Detroit. I'm doing my best to not hit the mute button. There we go. So today we're gonna start. I'm gonna do my best to make this an occasional, random, ongoing series, if that makes sense to anyone. These are Swell tour stories because what you don't know about Swell from the Arsonist is that Swell is one of the most hilariously insane people on the planet Earth. And Swell has made me laugh to the point where snot and tears have fallen from my face because Swell is just that guy. Sometimes Swell is being funny without him even knowing he's being funny, which makes it even better. So let me start with this one story with Swell. Let me set the stage for you. We were doing we were on tour in Europe. I'll get to that in a second, Machiavelli. We were doing a tour in Europe, the Arsonists, and we were in Germany. And one of the first venues we were at, the place was sold out. It was packed. And if you've ever seen an Arsonist show, whether on YouTube or in person, we had a lot of energy, sometimes way too much energy. And this place was packed, and Destroy decided that he wanted to crowd surf. And he pulled it off, like in the middle of the song, he was jumping around and he jumped right on top of the crowd and they pushed him all the way out to the middle and then they pushed him all the way back to the stage. It was a work of art, it was beautiful, he nailed it. The very next day, we were in a different part of Germany and it wasn't that packed. It was decent, but it wasn't as packed as the night before. The night before was packed enough where you could carry a human in the crowd surf and put them back, and they weren't gonna fall in between. So this night, it wasn't that packed, and Swell didn't really understand the science of crowd surfing. And Swell took it to the point, well, let me just describe what happened. Swell was excited from the night before because he saw one of the Arsonists crowd surf, and when he saw it, he was like, I need to do that. I need to be a part of this thing that I saw my fellow Arsonists do. So here we are, the next venue. It's not that packed. We're having a great time. And we're doing one of our songs, and I kind of like look at Swell through my peripheral, and he's looking at the people in the front row, and he's going like this, pointing at himself, going like this, and then going like this. And the crowd is like, yeah, yeah. They didn't understand each other. Swell was trying to signal them that he was going to crowd surf, and I think they thought that he was just gonna come down and hang out with them in the audience. So Swell gets the thumbs up from them. I'm looking at him. I can see that there's not enough people for crowd surfing, but he doesn't understand this. So instead of just going in, Swell takes it even further. He backs up about 4 feet, takes a jumping start, jumps up in the air, does a front tuck, a flip. People see him coming and they fucking move out the way. They sidestep him. They fucking sidestep him, and he fucking crashes on the floor and slides like a dust mop across the fucking venue floor, and he's on the floor like he can't breathe. He knocked the wind out of himself, and he's on the floor. And we kept performing. So the whole scene was pure chaos. Eventually, one of us had to go down and pick him up and bring him back on stage, but Swell done fucked up that night. And that is my Swell tour story for this evening, man. Shout out to my brother Swell. They sideswiped him for sure. They were like, oh, hell no. Are you out of your mind, son? Why are you doing a front flip into a half-full crowd of people? The show must go on, son. The show must go on. That's it. Nasty Ruckus, what's up, baby? So first, I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Tomorrow is my official birthday, June 27th. It is actually my birthday and Destroy's birthday. We were born on the same day. Kind of trippy. So that is what we're looking for. But here today, here in Friday Vibes, we are celebrating Q's birthday. And on Destroy's show, they celebrate his birthday. We got to split it up, bro. Detroit, so tonight, actually, I'm going to go, I believe, unless my plans get shredded, my intentions are tonight to go down to the Beat Junkies Academy, because from what I understand, Stu Bangers is there, so I want to go and support the brother. I think he's doing a little meet and greet. So I just wanted to, you know, show face and say what's up. You know, Stu is not always in town, so I just want to catch up and say what's up. And as for tomorrow, I left that in the hands of my friends and family. You know, I don't ask for much. I just put the pressure on. I just say things like, I'm good. I don't need anything. I am 25, Nicholas. I am 25. I just turned 25. Well, I'll be turning 25 tomorrow. When I was in the Arsonist, I was about 7. Come on, Gorilla. Detroit, cut it out, son. Yeah, so I'm glad. I forgot. I think, Nicholas, you said you got your shirt and all of that. That's awesome. So what I want to do tonight, because it is my birthday this weekend, I'm going to offer the same package. Anyone that goes to QUnique.com, Q-UNIQUE.com, tonight only, and orders a QUnique tag shirt. That's the shirt with the... Hey, yo, Stutters, let me get one of the tag shirts. They're right there in the closet right there. Please. So I can make sure everybody understands what I'm talking about. When you order the QUnique tag shirt, you will get a sticker pack and you will get a sealed pack of Yo MTV rap cards, an unopened pack. I happen to have ordered way too many of these things, and so I will be, I will be adding that to your package as an incentive, my birthday gift to you. So make sure when you go to QUnique, thank you, Stutters. When you go to QUnique.com, order this shirt, the QUnique tag shirt, just for tonight, and you'll get a sticker pack and a pack of unopened Yo MTV rap cards. So make sure. Right, Nicholas? They dope, right? The material's really cool. I actually like that kind of t-shirt material. Real, not that bell out on the sleeve thing, you know what I mean? So I really like this brand. Yes. Oh, that's what's up, sir. So, perfect. See? Too satisfied. Might have taken a little longer, and I apologize for that. I had to crack the whip over at the factory. You know how it goes sometimes. But in any event, you got your shirts, and we are all good. Next Level Apparel. Dope. Now, another thing I want to talk about real quick. Yesterday, I went to this event that was, it was like an event for actors, directors, and producers. And you're saying, why, Q, what are you doing at an event with actors, directors, and producers? Well, now that I can share with you, your boy Q has been taking acting lessons for the past 6 months. And I've been having a great time doing it. You know, initially, what people don't know is that I was actually taking acting classes in New York when I was living in New York. And I was going on auditions, and I did some movies that went straight to DVD. I wasn't the main act. I wasn't the lead actor in these. I had like little like henchman roles and street roles and things of that nature. I did a couple of plays. I did TV commercials, and I was on a TV show called America Latino TV that was on Channel 9 and on NBC Channel 4. I was the voiceover guy for that for 5 seasons, and they would bring me on as a guest host whenever they would have their anniversary episode. So I've always kind of quietly been involved in TV and film, and when I came out here, it's an interesting story. Is that for real, Nicholas? Serious? That's dope. If that's real, that's really cool, man. You know what, Gorilla? Yes. You know, I think that what I've learned about the film industry is that Jorma Dust, what's going on? Shout out to you, baby. AC Alone. Yes, Project Blowed is the shit. Abstract Rude, Bus Driver. Yes. Yes. Thank you for that, Machiavelli. Thank you for that post. Excuse me. I do want to, what I've learned about the film industry, well, it's not really much of a secret once you kind of dive in. It's like the music, it's identical to the music business in that you have to kind of like wear a lot of hats. In the music business, you should know how to produce, you should know how to record yourself, you should know how to write, you should know how to promote your music. There's so many things that you have to know at this point that, you know, that are gone in the industry. And it's the same with filmmaking. I mean, if you really think about it, the biggest movie that happened this year, Obsession, one of the biggest movies, the horror movie Obsession, was made by a YouTuber. And so, which to me is not a surprise because there's a lot of amazing content here on YouTube. So what I'm realizing is, or what I have quickly discovered is that even in the world of film, aside from acting, you got to write, you should learn a little bit about camera work, directing, lighting, creating. Like, you have to like really commit to a lot of different things. You can't just be Tom Cruise, you know what I mean? Like, those lottery winners are few and far between these days. And so you really gotta, like, if this is your passion, you gotta walk in knowing that you're gonna have to learn a lot of different things about this. And so, hold on for a second, because Crazy Legs is tripping. There we go. So, that's wild, Nicholas. So, out of curiosity, Nicholas, did you do any gigs? Did you like go on auditions for acting, or was it just straight like I dig this acting thing, but I'd rather do music? I'm curious. Gorilla, I would definitely score a film easily. And Gorilla, what's crazy about you asking that is that when I spoke about CNC Music Factory, the song that I was contracted to do was, yeah, Legs definitely wild. The song that I was contracted to do was for the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So if any of y'all seen that movie, I'm the first voice. The song that you hear, that CNC song, that's me rapping on that song in the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I've always played in the world of entertainment, whether it's film or just straight up music. I also have music in the movie Empire. If you guys know the Arsonist catalog, the song Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is in the movie Empire. There's also a movie with Adrian Brody called Restaurant. The song Backdraft from the Arsonist is in that movie. And then I want to say Marvel's Runaways, I think it is. One of those series that Marvel's had. My song Dollar Bill is in the Marvel series. It's either called Runaways, I gotta get the correct name of that series. So I already have the experience of having music in TV shows, in movies. I've acted, like I said, small parts in movies and TV commercials and on television, theater. And so and it's crazy because at one point, I kind of like let it go in New York and just really focused more on music. Especially, I hit that crossroad with Stillwell where I started doing Stillwell a lot. And so I let go of acting. I put it on ice for a little bit. Oh, that's crazy, Nicholas. That's crazy. Crazy Legs is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. That's crazy, Nicholas. That's crazy. Crazy Legs is here for my pre-birthday party as well. Show that boy some love. The legend Crazy Legs. We had him on this Wednesday. We had a beautiful episode about his book, Rocksteady for Life, which you can order on barnesandnobles.com and amazon.com. Make sure you get that book. It's a beautiful book. So I had put the acting thing on ice, focused more on music. And what's crazy is when I moved out here in LA, the first thing I said was, man, I'm so close to where the magic happens. You know what I mean? Hollywood and all of that. And No, that's what's up, baby. No gets an MTV pack with his order. There we go. So check out how this happened. So I'm looking at Hollywood from where I live. It's not that far from where I live. And one night I went to meet up with DJ Swamp at a studio. And we were just like, the conversation was just strictly about music, about putting out music together and stuff. We were just building, just chilling, having a vibe. And he had this DJ engineer with him who I just met. I didn't know the dude. So me and Swamp were talking, and the homie, the DJ engineer, he like kind of interjects in the conversation, and he goes, hey, he asks me, he goes, have you ever considered acting? And it was just such a randomly strange question because we weren't even talking about anything remotely close to acting or film. It was just like the universe spoke through this dude. And I was like, at first I was just like puzzled about it. It was just such a weird question. And I said, you know what? That's crazy that you asked. I'm actually looking to get back into classes so that I could get a better understanding of where acting is at today. And to make a long story short, he introduced me to my acting coach right now, whose name is Jorge Pallo, Pallo. He's an outstanding acting coach. Anyone interested in taking acting classes, you want to check out, or you want to at least take a couple of classes. He does Zoom classes and all of that. He does remote classes. If you live in Cali, you could go one-on-one personally, or he'll do one-on-one Zoom classes or whatever. He's an outstanding teacher. He's also a working actor. He's been in the series Goliath. He was in, I forgot this Disney series. He was in, what's that Steven Spielberg's movie with Tom Cruise? Shit, I can't remember. It's not War of the Worlds, it's the other one. He was in that movie. The guy has an impressive resume, and he's an outstanding acting coach. So his name is Jorge Pallo. Jorge, Jorge, Pallo, Pallo. You can find him on Instagram. He actually follows me. You can see him on my page as well. So if you're interested in classes, his prices are pretty reasonable, and he's a dope teacher. So that's my plug for Jorge. Nicholas, you know what? I don't know. Thank you, Nona. I appreciate that. Thank you, Machiavelli. Thank you so very much. Have a great weekend. It wasn't the day after tomorrow. It was it was like a science fiction film. There was like twins in a pool that they had all plugged up. What was the name of that movie, man? I don't want to go on IMDb right now. One of y'all know the name of that movie. But he was in that movie, and it's funny because he tells a story about, thank you, NZ Ninja, I appreciate you so very much. And once again, thank you all for the birthday support with the super chats, super stickers, and super gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you, No, for ordering your shirt. You will definitely get your MTV Rap unsealed pack with that, and a sticker pack as well. The toasters I have. Yes, Minority Report. He was in that movie. I wonder if he was in War of the Worlds. I gotta ask him about that. He was in Minority Report. And it's funny because, you know, imagine you get casted and all of a sudden you're in a scene with Tom Cruise and you're being directed by Steven Spielberg. I don't know what that pressure feels like. I've had moments like that. Like I said, a couple of episodes ago, I talked about working with, you know, the who's who of metal for the song for Chi, and one of the biggest acts or bass players I got to work with was Rob Trujillo from Metallica, and that shit was like, the pressure was on. So I can only imagine what that feels like. It was crazy, man. What's my top 5 movies of all time? That's a great question. Number 1. Snatch. I'm not even gonna put this in number order, okay? Because I can't. But Snatch is definitely on there. Guy Ritchie's Snatch is to me, one of the most quotable, brilliant films I personally have ever seen in my life. The Godfathers 1 and 2 as one movie. The Empire Strikes Back. Goodfellas. Man, I gotta do it. Fist of Legend, Jet Li. I never really put martial arts in this for some reason. I always blank out. But the reason why I chose Fist of Legend, Jet Li tells a story. First of all, what flies over people's head about that movie, Fist of Legend by Jet Li, is that he remade Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, which got lost in translation when it came to the States, and they ended up calling it The Chinese Connection. But for him to do something so bold as to remake a Bruce Lee movie was already like a crazy undertaking, right? And he goes on to tell this story where he says that the movie flopped in Asia, which is crazy. But when we got the movie here, it became a fucking classic, because what people didn't realize about what Jet Li did was that he instantly changed fight choreography with this movie. So when you go back and watch, it's gonna look primitive now because we got movies like The Raid and On Bak, and currently we got The Furious and all of these brilliant martial art movies. But you gotta understand that it kind of all starts with Jet Li and him being courageous enough to take on, I mean, he was doing crazy choreography early in martial arts cinema. And that movie is it's just so well done, the fight scenes. Obviously, Ip Man came after that with Donnie Yen, and Ip Man is another brilliant film, brilliant martial art film. But I feel like what Jet Li did was he shifted the whole thing. And then like I said, you have these series of just outstanding martial art films that are they're untouchable. So I have to put Fist of Legend up in that thing. So hopefully that was, that's crazy, Nicholas. I did not know that. The Last Dragon, word. Word. My good friend lives in Cali. Was it singing the toast to the albums? All right. Oh, that's what's up, Nicholas. That's dope. Goodfellas over Casino for me. Goodfellas over Casino. Goodfellas, for me, you gotta understand, where I was born and raised, a lot of those guys would run through my neighborhood in Gravesend and in Bay Ridge and in Bensonhurst. So, and I had certain family members that were kind of like associated with shit like that. And so, Goodfellas, although the book is where the accuracy really is, the film kind of like gives it that little twist of Hollywood magnetism, and rightfully so. Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro and actually the entire cast just came with their A game for that film. Nobody has a flat performance in that whole film. Everybody is outstanding in that movie. And so Goodfellas is just one of those movies that's just another one. It's quotable. It's like Snatch, you know? And for me, an honorable mention is City of God. I think that movie is flawless. I think that movie, the acting, the cinematography, the screenplay, even the kids that act in that movie are phenomenal. They're phenomenal. So that's another one, man. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? You know what, man? I would either want to be I gotta say this. My favorite superheroes are Spider-Man and Batman. But if I had to choose a power, it would be Wolverine's power. I think if I had that power, I'd clean up a lot of things on this planet. A lot of shit wouldn't fly, man. You know, they would have to cage me and send me to space. I think that Wolverine and Deadpool have such a fascinating ability. The only thing with Deadpool is the whole cancerous thing that he's fighting and makes him look like hell. But Wolverine has a fascinating power, and I love it. So that's where I would go with all of that. Teleportation through time. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know, because then, you know, I would do things like look for lottery numbers or take all my current rhymes and bring them back then and be the greatest rapper of all time. Or just a great rapper. Let me not get carried away. Just a solid, like, more above on the hierarchy of things. You know what I mean? Oh my God, yo. Now, getting back into film, another movie that I must put, no doubt, no. So another film that I think has to be on my list personally, because I cannot stress the importance of this film, and that's Wild Style. Wild Style, to me, when it comes to hip hop, is the most important hip hop movie you could watch. And it's genuinely because what you're looking at is the closest that you're gonna get into getting a peek into how it kind of was. What's dope about that movie is that everybody playing an actor is an actual legend in hip hop. Lee Quinones is a graffiti legend. Lady Pink is a graffiti legend. The Rocksteady crew is in there. The legends, the Cold Crush Brothers, the Fantastic Five, Grandmaster Flash, Ramelzy, Double Trouble. Like it's just Busy Bee, Lisa Lee. Like it's packed. The entire cast are the pioneers of this thing that we all love. And we get to see like this visual time capsule that had been created by Charlie Ahern about this culture that we all love. Now, obviously, if you watch it today, there's aspects about it that are very primitive. Obviously, the acting is it's not Robert De Niro, it's not Daniel Day-Lewis, but that wasn't the intention. The intention was to like a voyeurism, for us to look at this culture, kind of like having this front row seat in a theater and getting the gist of what was going on in the Bronx and all of these places, like these urban places that didn't have a light on it. And so that movie is, to me, the most important hip hop movie ever made, Wild Style. Of course, look, Style Wars is very important. Beat Street, Crush Groove, all of these other movies are important, but Wild Style sets it off, and it starts in a way, like I said, where everybody involved is extremely important to the real hip hop history. There is no other movie that is like that. Everything that comes after that is like kind of blended with Hollywood and acting and things of that nature. I'm not saying that in a hateful way. It's just, you know, when Hollywood kind of cleans it up, you're not getting an accurate, you're getting more of a movie, you know what I mean? Whereas Wild Style is like, you're looking at legends, man. That scene when they're at the Dixie and Cold Crush is doing their routines and Rocksteady is breaking and Fantastic Five is doing their routines. It's like, you're looking at history, man. It's amazing because aside from that, all they had was cassette tapes going around the city of these routines. So now you're getting a visualizer, like almost a 2-hour music video of legends. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. Right, they can distort it, and you know, they want to put their touch on it. You know, Beat Street, for instance, it's like, do I love Beat Street for what it is? Of course I do. But you know, when you get into the Hollywood part of it, it doesn't, it almost doesn't fit fully. You know what I mean? It's like they have like certain characters that were kind of like stereotyped a little too far, or certain unnecessary characters or unnecessary stories where I think most of us watch these movies and I think we just, for me personally, you kind of want to see Wild Style again. You know, like imagine if Crush Groove was made like Wild Style, where you actually just got to see Run DMC in their natural habitat where they're not trying to act. And LL Cool J had more in the movie than just a verse. Or the Beastie Boys was in it in a way that, you know, gave them more light, or, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to get them to follow a plot. They tried to do that in Wild Style, but I guess with Wild Style, you don't really give a shit because you're seeing the actual legends. Whereas, you know, when you watch Crush Groove, you got like Blair Underwood and Sheila E. and some other actors playing people. And that's cool, you know, actors need to work, and I get it. But as a hip hop fan, there's a certain way I just want to see it. You know, that's just me though, you know? At the end of the day, they're still great movies and we all love them. I don't hate them, I will watch them, but Wild Style to me is a very important film, very. You chose Cannabis over LL, no doubt. Yes, the Scratch documentary is dope. You know what, a lot of those Rhyme and Reason was dope. I love the Nas Illmatic anniversary joint. I thought that was beautiful. I thought the Jay-Z Fade the Black joint was dope. A lot of those like 90s documentaries that were showing the tours that were going on, those were all dope to me. Those were all dope. I didn't have, none of them bothered me. You know, you know, sometimes people put out documentaries and, you know, do they miss some of the information? Of course. I think it's very difficult to get everybody on the same page to tell the same story. Hip hop history is kind of like, it's a little distorted because you gotta realize, and I was told this by a couple of the legends, is like, you know, nobody in that circle was a historian. And on top of that, none of them even thought that hip hop would be this multi-billion-dollar business. Who the fuck could have predicted that? You know what I mean? It's like they were doing it in the parks and in the jams. There was barely any records out, and even when they put out records, they were considered by the outsiders as just a passing fad. So who's gonna pay attention at that point? And thank God we had like Wild Style and Style Wars and Joe Conzo and all of these people kind of documenting parts of it to at least get some of the story right. But some of the story is just a little distorted, and that's okay. most world history stories are distorted. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? And that's that, you know? Yo, Serge, you know what's crazy? Is that I'm in that movie, The Freshest Kids. You see me, because at that time, I entered the Uprock battle that was at the B-Boy Summit, and I fucking won the shit. Shit is crazy. So crazy, man. So I'm in that movie, Uprock, and you could see that. That's actually a dope documentary. I'm not mad at that documentary. I thought it was it's really well put together, really produced really well, man. Exactly. No, you get it. You get it. Yes, Nasty Ruckus. Martha Cooper as well. The book that her and Henry Chalfant put out is, you know, Subway Art is just, it's a must-have. It's a must-have book. There's so many dope hip-hop books, but Subway Art is just, that's a must-have. You know, I've been saying recently, Crazy Legs' book is a must-have. It's not because he's somebody that's like, he's my best friend. It's not even about that, because if the book sucked, I wouldn't probably say much. I wouldn't want to like embarrass him or embarrass anyone else. But his book and the way Rizzoli Books produced it, it's phenomenal. And the imagery in the book is just, when whoever ordered it, when you get it, you're gonna trip. The pictures are just beautiful, man. You gotta see it, man, for real. Needle Juice, what's up, man? Welcome to the pre-Q Unique birthday party. Tomorrow's my birthday, son. Welcome. Yes, Nasty Ruckus. She definitely in it. Definitely in it. Let me see what else. Where we at? So yeah, I think Gorilla and y'all, I think I answered the movie question with a lot of passion. I love film. Like I said, I've been taking some acting classes with Jorge Payo, who's also a working actor, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'll be going on auditions soon. We'll see how the dice fall, you know what I mean? But I'm having fun just learning the craft and getting a better understanding of what goes on and technique and things of that nature. So that's the deal with no doubt. Yes, no, it definitely is. It definitely is. Took thousands of pics of Cypress. Yes. Yo, that Cypress Hill documentary is an outstanding documentary too, man. Oh, I love that documentary. That was really well done. I thought, let me see, the Nas documentary I thought was dope. The only documentary I haven't seen yet was the Bismarck one. And I think I was kind of like holding back because I know that there's a sad ending. It's the same reason why I never watched the Nirvana documentary, because it's kind of like, you're going to arrive to that part and you're going to have to muscle through it. And although I didn't know Kurt, I have, met Bismarck, and I've been on stage with Bismarck, and I've watched him rock countless times. And let me tell you something about Bismarck. He was an ambassador of this culture. He loved this culture, and he was a good dude, man. And he connected a lot of things for a lot of people, man. He made a lot of things happen for a lot of people behind the scenes. He was a true, almost like a mayor of hip hop. And he also did his best to preserve it by, collecting flyers and through other means. So, rest in peace to Bismarcky, man. He is greatly missed. But I never got to watch his documentary. When I get enough strength to muscle through the sad part, I'll sit down and watch it. You know what I mean? So that's the deal with that. I was always mesmerized with my vinyl collection. Stones Throw, Modern Series, Battle Axe. Hip hop saved my life. Yes, I feel that. Oh, that's what's up, Gorilla. Yeah, you know. All right, Flash. That's crazy, Nicholas. You just gave me the chills with that. Nicholas, I gotta read that. Big Daddy Kane said when they lowered Biz into the ground, his whole life flashed before his eyes. Wow. That actually gets me choked up because you know, growing up in Brooklyn, Big Daddy Kane is a superhero. It's very important. And I know what Biz did for Big Daddy Kane. And in many ways, you gotta be thankful that Biz even had that vision to push and to help Big Daddy Kane get to his first steps. Biz, like I said, he connected a lot of people to a lot of things. He was selfless and an ambassador. So that's heavy, man. I didn't even know he said that. That's heavy. Could you imagine? You know what I mean? That's deep. Because they knew each other since high school days. So that's a heavy one. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. That's a deep one, man. That's a deep one. Yes, 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 yes. So you can see why I haven't watched the documentary yet. It would be a lot for me, man, because like all of us, I'm very passionate about hip hop. I'm passionate about music on a whole. But growing up in Brooklyn, knowing what Biz Markie meant, especially during my favorite era of hip hop music, rap music, which is the crack era. Boogie Down Productions, Juice Crew, you know, all of that. I was a kid, that music means a lot to me. And Biz Markie was a part of that, you know? And so there you go. Yeah, Nicholas, exactly. And that's my point. That's my point. Biz, you know what I mean? We're talking about Big Daddy Kane. For many of us, he's on the Mount Rushmore of this shit, of this lyrical shit. You know what I mean? So that's a heavy one, man. That's heavy. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nicholas. I knew that Biz did that, you know. And my favorite Biz album is The Diabolical. And if you guys don't know this, Kane wrote the entire side A. He wrote all the rhymes on side A of that album for Biz. And the first time we heard Kane was just rhyming with Biz, that song. So it's like, that's an intense history. Like when you say what you said, Nicholas, that just makes it so fucking deep. You know what I mean? So thank you for saying that, man. That's dope. Word up, man. Word up. All right, let me lighten up the mood. All right, I'm gonna do a card pull. We got the rock cards, we got the YoMTV rap cards. If you go to QUnique.com, Q-UNIQUE.com, and you order this shirt, the QUnique tag shirt, you get an unopened, a sealed pack of YoMTV rap cards with your order and a sticker pack. So you gotta order tonight though. For my birthday, you gotta order, okay? So anyway, let's get into this. We're gonna go to the rock cards first. If I can open this shit. There we go. For all my hair metal heads, let's see what we got. Got the Wave sticker, push head. Not familiar. Let's put them right there. Let's go right there. That's cool. Contest doesn't matter. Ooh, the great Malcolm Young from AC/DC. May he rest in peace. Malcolm Young. Yes, Angus Young's brother. Louis Clemente from Testament. Bret Michaels from Poison. Every rose has its thorn. Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi. Oh, we're halfway there. Brian Baker from Junkyard. I'm not familiar with this band. Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Hello, me. I always say that whenever I see Megadeth. Gotta change the record. Exodus. Jeff LaBar from Cinderella. Anybody know any Cinderella songs? Please educate me. Either that, I'm gonna have to go on Spotify. I know them, but they definitely weren't, you know. Tommy Aldridge from Whitesnake. Dave Strum from Slaughter. Thank you. Motley Crue. Dr. Feelgood, all right. He's gonna be your Frankenstein. Dan Reed Network. Dan Reed himself, not familiar. And last, Bobby Dahl from Poison. There you go. Those are the rock cards for today. Let's gather that. I don't know if those are doubles in there, so we gotta keep them right for the top loaders. Next up, we go into the Yo MTV Rap Card Stash. You're gonna keep your pack sealed, no doubt. Here we go. Yo MTV Rap Cards. Contest, we don't need that. First up, Heavy D and the Boys. Girls, they love me. He's the overweight lover, Heavy D. Public Enemy #1. I got so much trouble on my mind. Public Enemy once again. Bass, how low can you go? Belle Biv DeVoe. Boys to Men, ABC, BBD. I think that's a Boys to Men song. Terminator X, rock and roll, pam, rock and roll. Eric B. and Rakim, don't sweat the technique. Boom, 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 boom. Oaktown 357, can't say I know their catalog like that. Sorry about that. Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, who were a part of a group called Original Concept, who had a song called Can You Feel It? Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs, Be a Father to Your Child. And Kumo D, nah, they want money. And that is the Yo MTV Rap Pull of the day, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Andrea? What's going on, NZ Ninja? Welcome to the party. You're just here in time. So today, ladies and gentlemen, for my birthday, I think what I want to do is I'm going to get into the booth. Hey, yo, Stutters. We're going to go into the booth. This is a birthday celebration. So let's do it. Stutters, I need you to man the desk while I get into the booth. I'm going to show you where we're going to start. Stutters, we're going to start here and go to here. This row right here, okay? So let's get to the booth. It's a birthday celebration, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. One, two, check. Hey, yo, Stutters, can you pick up my mic a pinch? 1, 2, 1, 2. Just a little bit more. 1, 2. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a birthday celebration performance. Tomorrow's my birthday. I want to thank you all for the super chats and super stickers and super gifts, showing support, showing birthday love for your boy. Mad love to y'all. Let's get into it, Stutters. And here is the resume. Yeah. Q Unique, the name speaks for itself. I've done it all and seen an increase in my wealth. I spit off Broadway and ghost-written some big hits. Done world tours, I ran in Bushwick with a sick click. I rhymed in street ciphers and stared at stardom and opened up a KRS-One in Madison Square Garden. Got raps on wax, hoping Flex Bomb hit ya. I even spit a quick verse to Lil Brian's bar mitzvah. I rapped on pop songs, rapped on rock songs, rapped against the block to show Pops I was not wrong. I rapped when I wasn't wanted, rapped when I had the chance, rapped for some high school kids on a train to Paris, France. I spit over a demo and slapped it on a tape deck, and spit for a BMI and ASCAP rapper's paycheck. Q Unique, synonymous with the rap game. Mr. Quiles, Q Unique, that's my rap name. The rock steady rhymer got a crazy resume. The drama from the past gave me strength for the present day. Rapping on the corner paved the way. Rolling with the arsonist on the float at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I'm staying consistent, don't ask when it's done. Take the Jimmy Castor approach, it's just begun. Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify streams. Sirius XM, Destroy, reign supreme. I walk in the room like Prince, you see the aura. Give me the MPC Pro Tools and my Fender Meteora. And all of this begun when I made that first step. But my best experience, watching my son take his first breath. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on, come on. In the comments, I want y'all to type boom bap. Come on, do it for me. Type boom bap. Type boom bap. Type boom bap. Come on. Yeah. I got weapons to weaken your pride and sanity. Howie's nephew, the Puerto Rican side of the family. Capital, I'm attacking you with the mic cord. Fuck the rap battles, bitch, we gon' fight for it. I spit up for the fans that don't rap for rappers. I'd rather handle the Mac and cap all you rap bastards. Number one wise guy with a gun to make your eyes cry. Told honey flat on the stomach and raise the thighs high. Get a percentage of the corner action, the wrong reaction. Get you killed off or leave you a former captain. Many cheat, so many rob, many kill. I seen snitches sell the family out like they was Henry Hill. I strike this lame game until the game's hurt. Make a name change and kill you as James Burke. It's Tony Anthony coming with the big boss plans. And when I cross over, I'ma floss with my fans.
This thing of ours, who do you know?
How do you say?
How do you do?
Lay you the fuck down, body your crew.
And know the blood, the honor of you.
Familia to the end, no mañana for you.
This thing of ours, who do you know?
How do you say?
How do you do?
Lay you the fuck down, body your crew.
And know the blood, the honor of you.
Familia to the end, no mañana for you. Oh shit, smoke your weed, son. Here we go. I see a green cloud forming on the internet, son. YouTube. Light it up, come on. Light it up, come on. Light it up, come on. Yeah. Type a number one in the comment section. Number one. Yo. Till. Yo. Top of the world, ma. Watch me make this climb. I'm locked in the grind and I ain't stopping till it's mine. I earn paper with breath control in the sampler, cause my son doesn't take no for an answer. Labels jerk me off so much, the CEOs got hairy palms, a blind and he braille to touch. What the bruh? Son. It went from 13 to 3 and it hurts me to see, but that's the game, I don't take it personally. Never knew we'd split, my teammates was losing it. You know, that VH1 behind the music shit. Broken home, broken hearted, life put me at the end of the story and said, they waste time like 3 minutes on cell phones. About to move stock once that Wall Street bell tones it. Walk tall like D-Bot, lock it like C-Block. Ignorant, that's me not. I'm climbing till I see top. And I can't stop. Almost empty with that clip and got one shot. They blocking the target with that whatnot. But yo, I'm aiming for the top, they in the wrong spot. I'm letting off. Number one in the comment section. Number one in the comment section. Melly Mel, son. Hey, yo, I want y'all. On my birthday weekend, I want y'all to have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Spread love. I want y'all to have a blessed weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Roll your blunts. Smoke one in honor of my birthday. That's tomorrow, June 27th. Get your drink on. Have a good time. And again, spread love. Mad love to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see you next Wednesday, live from the lab. Peace.